Hello, hello, and welcome back to our table doing another celebrity tarot reading. I am Adrienne from Red Lentil Healing. This is a request that actually came through from my brother, from my brother-in-law. So it came to me from my brother, through my brother, from my brother-in-law, who both, God bless them, thank you both for watching my channel. So my brother-in-law wants to know about the amazing Mexican singer. Her name is Jenni Rivera. She died in a plane crash in 2012. Just a little bit about Jenni. She was an actress, a singer, an activist, originally from Mexico, toured around the world. Like at one point was hailed like one of the best Mexican singers in the world, best ever. Really amazing woman, did a lot of work for domestic violence as part of her charity work. She died suddenly after I believe it was a concert in 2012, December 2012, leaving Mexico, coming back to, I believe, to the U.S. Her plane crashed. Her and one, two, three, I think it was 4 or 5 other people died instantly, crashed, did a nosedive into the ground. So my brother-in-law thinks there's something suspicious. He just thinks that he's like, it's foul. Something foul happened. And has always believed that. So do a lot of her fans. They just are like, this doesn't feel right. She was under some scrutiny for a while, or just not scrutiny, but just a lot of eyes and ears on her for a lot of her domestic work, a lot of things. Domestic work, of her volunteer work and her charity work for domestic violence. Some other things were going on. So brother-in-law's like curious, and then somehow offhandedly said to my brother, which I think means, tell A to do a tarot reading on Jenni. So I want to know, I'm going to just read on what happened. What happened? Like, we know there was a plane crash, but I want to look specifically. The first one I want to do is at the actual plane crash. Little backstory for those of you who don't know. I am a medium, so I'm able to communicate with people from beyond. I see dead people. Don't sue me, M. Night Shyamalan, Malam. So I did do a bit of a mediumship. I touched in with not just her, but just the situation beforehand. And I got a really interesting answer. Second unknown fact is that I am an aviation nerd. I absolutely love aviation. I've taken flight lessons. At one point was considering getting a pilot's license. So when I touched in, I got a very interesting answer. I got pitot tubes. Pitot tubes are these tubes on the side of the aircraft. It's a tube on the side of the aircraft that really regulates altitude. And something was wrong with the pitot tube. It wasn't able to correctly identify altitude, and that's why it crashed. It was something with this, I'm getting airspeed. Couldn't figure out, actually see it, couldn't figure out how high by the time, how their altitude. Tried to do a nosedive. When you're going to stall, the stall is when you don't get enough speed. To increase speed, you push the nose down. Tried to push the nose down to get speed, but because the pitot tubes, there's an error, did not realize how close they were to the ground and did a nosedive. I actually see it. And instead, it wasn't like this, how when you think of a nosedive, it was more like this. Instead of straight down, it was like that. So I want to just get a quick answer of what can you tell me first about the plane crash, and then I want to do a second reading on was there some janky hanky going on with it. So first I want to know, what can you tell me about the plane crash? I'm going to pull 5. Just what can you tell me? I feel it was sudden, like, because it was really late. They said it was about 3 o'clock in the morning, roughly, when they left. So something that kind of came up on them. They weren't really focused on it. Actually, I'm going to pull 2 while I'm at it. And then I want to pull 5 more to see. Here. These cards are really sticky. I love them dearly. It's the Unicorn Tarot. But the cardstock is really thick, so it takes a little bit of maneuvering to shuffle. If you can hear, it's like really thick cardstock. So pull 2 sets of cards. First set of cards, what can you tell me about the plane crash itself? The actual plane going down. And then the second is, was there anything suspicious going into the crash? What can you tell me about, was this a hit, or, was it just more pilot error? So let's see. So we've got the Lovers as the first card. There was an alliance, 2 entities, 2 people that saw eye to eye on something emotional. Next is the Emperor. It's one of the pilots. Next is the Chariot. So that's interesting, moving quickly over land. The Chariot is, fast action, fast movement over land, which it could be. It actually, unfortunately, the plane going into the ground. The Ten of Swords is death, obviously. It resulted in their death. Everybody on board dying. And then the Six of Wands, which is the celebrated person, celebrity. So, her celebrity. Interesting. So Emperor's the pilot, quick action it going into the ground. So that is the very quick. I think whatever happened, it was very, very fast. Like I was feeling. Ten of Swords resulted in the death, and her being forever immortalized as the celebrated person. The Lovers is interesting. I do want to do a clarifier. Who are the lovers? Who are the people who 2 or more people in a pact? Maybe it was they weren't supposed to leave at that time, and she wanted to leave early, so she convinced whoever this is, the pilot. But let's see, what can you tell me about the Lovers? I'm just going to pull off the top. Got the Knight of Wands, speedy action, the Devil, addiction, and the Sun, which is the positive card, illumination. So yeah, it looks like there was a pact to make a quick decision. So I don't know if you can see this, quick decision to leave. There was some kind of addiction or something that caused that quick decision. Like, I need to get back to do something. Maybe she wanted to get back so I could go back and do work. Working is a form of an addiction. So maybe that's it. And then the positive is the Sun, some illumination on that. So this is on the plane crash. So there's that. Let's look into the, was this more malevolent? Was there something behind it? Was, other than it just being a plane crash? First card we pull is Strength. 8 of Pentacles, just doing the work. 5 of Pentacles, out in the cold. 7 of Pentacles, waiting for your seeds to manifest in the Wheel of Fortune karmic. Yeah, something wasn't quite right. And the reason why I'm getting that is because doing the work, waiting for your ship to harvest, or your ship to harvest, but your thing to come in. But mainly the strength over trying to overcome and mind over matter. You notice the unicorn tames the lion. I don't know if you can see this. The unicorn tames the lion, but it is mental. It's not physical. She does it with her the power of her strength and her mind. But we do get the Five of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune with this. So these two cards right here lead me to believe that, yeah, I think being out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles and then the Wheel of Fortune, which is things coming back, your fate of fortune kind of coming back to you, kind of thinking karmic, that there was, I wouldn't say a hit, Rue Bear, but I would say there's a little bit more behind this than it was just an unfortunate plane crash, whether it's, and I think that's why there's so many lawsuits from the family and from the promoters and everything looking into it. It could be something even with the plane company itself, deceptive, I'm getting deceptive practicing. So maybe knowing that their aircraft wasn't, the maintenance records weren't up to par and still allowing them to crash. But remember, there's a devil here. The devil. So either the devil could be somebody who in addiction, somebody trying to get, maybe her, somebody in a crew, like, we need to get back to work. Let's go. So let's leave this ungodly hour when we're really tired. Or it could actually be the devil also representing itself in this side with the corruption of something just not being quite right with the aircraft. So there you go, Rue. Did a double decker for you only because I love you, because you're my brother-in-law and you're amazing. So if you want to do more celebrity readings, if you want me to do more, just drop a line. I would be more than happy to do it. I actually like it. It's fun. It's a nice separation from the political readings and from the chakra inside oracle, which could be doing the work is hard, so it could be a little bit more mentally taxing, versus this is just kind of fun and off the cuff. And also, if you want to book a personal tarot reading from me, drop me an email, redlentilhealing@gmail.com, or you can go to my website, redlentilhealing.com, and book one there. Until the next time we're at our table, take care, love on yourself so you can love on your friends and family, and then we can all gang up together and love on Mother Earth, because Mama Earth needs us right now. Till the next video, take care. Have a good one.